What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tones Overthinks It, the show where I think too much to make up for the people who don't think at all. And welcome to another edition of TLDR. Today I'll be looking at yet another classic Frauditor trope, specifically the claim that the police cannot solicit a trespass. Often we see in Frauditor videos when the property owner or agent contacts the police, the officer will sometimes ask if they want the person trespassed, at which point a frauditor will then suddenly go up in arms and say, oh wait, you can't solicit a trespass from them, implying that the officer cannot even bring up the possibility of trespassing them unless the owner or agent of the property does it first. Some frauditors have even gone out of their way to say that it's against policy or even illegal for an officer to do so. The fact is, though, a police officer soliciting a trespass isn't actually a thing. There is no law or policy anywhere that prohibits law enforcement from asking someone if they want somebody trespassed from their property. If anything, it's actually the responsibility of law enforcement to inform a property agent or owner their rights and protections under the law should there be someone on their property that is causing disruption, which would seem contrary to most frauditors' claims that law enforcement has no interest or any concern for people's rights. Another thing to also consider is that while indeed frauditors have no job or life and thus have way too much time on their hands, police officers don't. There's only so many of them in every community, and they need to be readily available to respond to anything at any time. This would mean whatever call they're on, no matter how serious or trivial it may be, they have an obligation to resolve it as quickly as possible so they could be available for the next one should it come up. So if a complainant is someone who is the owner or agent of a property and there's an individual on said property causing trouble, asking that complainant what they want to do and advising them of their options as soon as possible makes perfect sense. The cops don't have all day, and they wouldn't exactly be good at serving the public if they just stood there and expected you to figure out what you wanted to have done yourself. And of course, they are there in the first place because the complainant has asked them to be there. The owner or agent of the property has solicited the police department to assist them. Law enforcement isn't a business, despite what many sovereign citizens might claim. Police officers aren't salesmen. They don't go around pitching to citizens what services they can offer them. They go where they are needed. And in some instances, when the person who has called upon the police asks them to do something, like say for instance a First Amendment auditor calls the police because someone touched their camera and thus they want that person arrested for assault and battery, or when a Karen has called the police on a business on the sole basis that they were a dissatisfied customer and he or she could not force them to submit to and unreasonably appease them, it comes as quite a shock to them when they find out the police can't actually do that, and will advise that person that the circumstances don't warrant the action they are requesting. The police are not at your beck and call to solve all of your problems. Neither are they actively looking for people to give them an excuse to arrest and charge a random person. So in conclusion, the idea that police solicit a trespass or can't do so makes no sense. The police are technically never soliciting anything from citizens. It's the citizens who are soliciting the police. But then again, maybe I'm just overthinking it. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you like what you see here and you want to see even more in the future, please consider subscribing to my channel. Also, feel free to share your thoughts down in the comment section. I always love to read them. Till next time.